Her lips which whisper, like reeds on the wind, wet with moisture, sprung from a well deep within. Whispers, like the petals of an iris, the reedy blossom, which weathers and is not trodden down for long. Fell burgundy iris or Moses Cleveland's Canterbury Tales, line 2181. For to endear, egg in his beer, a shoehorn, straw, but not to fear, perhaps a spoon of sugar, for to please, a la tourette, for to forgo, with festered anks and spasms no, he sucked it down but eagerly, with ease. The word went out for volunteers of sheep and goats, for not to fear, to Jackal Mountain again to be the quest. Jackal Mountain again to know what horrors deep, but for to know, unblooded there, but to be put to test. Unblooded near to be behooved, but with but their metal for to prove. But wisdom wrought indeed was sought to be. What wisdom fell indeed did dwell deep underground, indeed did tell. To seek the deep, what darkness for to see. What darkness for to be inclined, but by the light indeed to find. What depths, but for to probe with poignant poise. We to discern, but from the calf to boldly yearn, but for the shaft, to separate indeed the men from boys. What jargon lost within the fray, to motivate, indeed to pray, the dogmen to be met by what I simply cannot say. But hell the dogmen for to know, but in the depths there down below, from children the adults to separate. Janus the usurper not to go, the upstart Rand as well said no, their metal busted, tarried from the light. What cohort thus did but decline, they sided with the other side. Inclined they for the light and all its might. Inclined they were to but recline, and bide their time and by design. The dragon but to court, what limbs to see. To sip their draught and but to flaunt, but silent Grouchy Karl to flaunt. No. 2194. To sip their draught and but to haunt, but silent Grouchy Karl to flaunt, colluding with the dragon, they to be. Colluding thus and not to know the dragon's den, but in escrow. The dragon's den Kitanjia owned, contested property. Contesting now indeed they be, but previously unknown property. How knew they of domain thus near to be? Of dragon law no raven caw, not of this land a fatal flaw. Craven cowards, what dragon to beseech? But on their knees indeed would please the dragon, for he was deceased. His brand by they defending, for to lease. 'Twas their intent Kitanjia knew, the dragon sought the cauldron brew. What doubling boiling turmoil wrought did brew. Her most desire to quench the fire, neath feller cauldron brewing ire. For who did they intend to serve this stew? But back to Jackal Mountain, though, to blood the noob, indeed to go. What stew behind was left, for to be yearned. The backburner it was to know, to simmer indeed, nigh to blow. To revisit it would they, when they returned. High hoping that the feller froth, encased it was by feller dross, would scald the cauldron, hoping it would burn. The scalding cauldron, nigh to burn, awaited thus for their return, its feller froth distinctly to discern. But by the hope indeed to carry, to grope it not, nor to harry, hard to hold indeed, and nigh to tarry. Had hope but be Pandora's charm, had Ishmeth yet to be alarmed, what lumps to hump indeed be dromedary, or Bactrian, but yet to know, iambic indeed to forego, Ionic or Corinthian to be. For of what measure to be wrought, the vengeance that fell Ishmeth sought. But bait this track, what fell recourse to see. Not to tell the gnome Sabrina, who tiptoed like a Pintafina, no ballerina she, just light on feet. But would she flow like gold procured, or lead be when trials endured? What deposition point would thus she meet? But gold in lead, but dross it be, which surfaced when upturned was heat. The gnome to be but gold in leaden skin, but platinum be her lips to show, but dross in gold indeed to know, for what to rise but from the gnome within. Belittled yet, but yes, but not behooved. What lips which whisper thus removed, what fate to seal, to feel with love's first kiss, what fate to know and not to diss, anarchy, but to be remiss, but wine to taste indeed, to pass on piss. And off they were and headed west, the gnome there be indeed to test, what flagrant flagellations for to goad, what roads to cross, what feller ride, metal to rise, by what design, how aimlessly they ambled down the road. By the light of the moon so bright, led Kitanjia into the night, viper ever loyal and by her side, of minstrels and of troubadours, what fate to laud or to abhor, for she to know, to laud or to deride. And that's it for today. Hope everybody has a nice day, and thank you very much for listening. Bye.